Hello and welcome to episode 118 of Fergo and the Freak. I'm that bloke from Rugby League Project, Andrew Ferguson. You can find me on Twitter at AndrewRP. And joining me as always is the glorious League Freak. You can find on Twitter at League Freak. How you going there, mate?
I'm going very well. How are you?
Mate, I'm in a festive mood.
So am I.
Very festive.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Should we give out some gifts?
I think so, yeah. We've gone through the lists. We've seen who's been naughty and who's been nice. And I think it's time. I think we should give our love to NRL clubs.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
So we're going to go through from the based on the 2019 ladder, from last place through to first, and we're going to give them all a gift. So we'll start with the Titans. And,
okay. I reckon you go first, and then I'll do mine. Like, we go 1-1-1-1, like that.
Sounds good. All right. For the Titans, I'm going to give them Paul Gallen, just to show the players that you can still lose more games than anybody else ever, yet still win a premiership.
That's a good one, actually. Wow, that's a really good one. I thought that I would give the Titans 30 bags of cement so that they could harden up their entire first grade squad, because that's what they need.
Yeah. Is 30 bags enough?
I don't know. With the way Mal Meninga treats that squad, you never know.
I'm wondering if Bryce Cartwright might take up the bulk of those 30 bags.
Who knows? Oh, Bryce. If he's playing first grade next year, that's their first problem.
Exactly. Moving on to the Dragons. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give the Dragons Paul Crawley, just to replace the Crawley who just left.
Yeah. What was his name again? Tim?
Mick? Fred?
Mick?
I don't know.
Mick? Something like, I don't know. One of the Crawleys. Yeah. It'd be nice for them to have another Crawley around. Do you reckon that they'd give him the same nickname, like Crawls or whatever they call the Crawleys?
Crawls.
Oh. It could be something like Snake. Something ironic. Because it doesn't crawl, it slithers.
I'd call him Zed.
Why?
Because that's the letter you'd pump out every time he starts talking, because you'd be snoring.
That's a good one. Okay, so my one is a suggestion box for outside Paul McGregor's office, because apparently Paul McGregor did a little survey of all the players and they said that he wasn't the problem. So I think that this suggestion box is under 24/7 guard. It's got cameras pointed at it so that no one can put a real suggestion in it that says, if you don't leave, I will.
In fact, only Paul McGregor can use it.
Yeah. Like there's a sticker that is on it that says fan mail instead of suggestion box. So he just gets nice, kind things.
That'd be nice. And then he can take them all with his CV through to the administrators and say, look at all these people who love me. Give me another contract upgrade, and they'll all buy it and give me another one.
Yeah. Just chuck him another 4-year deal. Couple of $1 million. It'd be great.
That's exactly what they need.
Yeah.
The Cowboys. I've gone for a fun one here. I'm going to give them the game Operation, just so they can see what a proper spinous and heart looks like.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. They'll be like, what's that? What's that doing there?
What's this red thing?
Yeah. It's pumping. What the hell? I gave them 16 autograph books so they can all go up to Jason Taumalolo and get the autograph of the only player in the club that actually looks like he's intimidating the opposition.
That's a good one. See, I was also thinking, too, of getting Cohen Hess a present all of his own, which is just a tackling bag with Mitchell Moses on
it. Yeah. No, better be, right? You get him contacts, and on the inside of the contacts, it's just Mitchell Moses' face. That would be good, too.
Next is the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get them The Wizard of Oz on DVD. That way all the players can then see that you can achieve success despite having no brain, no heart, and no courage.
Damn it, that's the one I had. Fuck. Well, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I like that one. Now I've got to make one up on the run. So what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to get, the draft horses.
Yes.
What are they called? What are they called?
Like Clydesdales.
Clydesdales, right? And they're going to be dragging behind them a giant coach. And that coach is going to be dragged into Mount Smart Stadium every single time they play there. So at least they've got their own coach finally. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah, a proper one that's useful.
Yeah. It'll be great.
It will be great. The Bulldogs. I've decided to give them South Sydney's insurance company.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they need it for foreign. And
Just,
probably
yeah,
for a ton of back-ended contracts as well.
Yeah. Get out all the dead weight and stuff. That's a good one.
Get them out of that. It's a friendly one, though, and get them out of that burden they've got hanging around their neck.
That's very nice, actually.
I'm a nice person, what can I say?
Yeah, you are. I agree with that. So I got the Canterbury Bulldogs season tickets to Eels games so that they could see what it's like to be a Sydney club in a really nice stadium that has fans that don't just disappear on them, and see what a successful Sydney club looks like. I think they'll really appreciate that.
Fighting.
I had to.
That's with the Knights,
mm-hmm.
I've got them a quadruped robot because it can show them how to climb a ladder.
Oh, nice. One of those Boston Dynamics ones.
Yeah, I think the Japanese made one. They called it a robot dog, and they called it Spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They made a dog that climbed a ladder.
Yeah, it can climb over things and climb a ladder. It's got 4 legs on it and cameras all around it.
Wow.
That would help. That'd help the Knights out.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I got the Newcastle Knights, the movie Deliverance, because I think that the people with Newcastle would look at the Deliverance, the movie, the same way the rest of us looked at the movie Wall Street and were like, wow, people really live like that?
Oh, boy. This is going well.
This is great.
Penrith.
Mm-hmm.
I've got them a bus that doesn't have an ego and one that also doesn't self-implode.
Oh, wow. That'd be nice for once.
It'd be good for them to have.
Yeah. And the thing about this bus is all of the money is it spent up front rather than in the back end.
Oh, yeah. You put all the coins in the front. You need to have the front of the bus looking spick and span.
Nice, that'd be good.
I remember they made a tweet during this year where they're talking about this big brand new bus they had. And it was kind of mocking the West Tigers, only for Penrith to pretty much have a shit season from that point onwards.
Yeah,
and the Tigers finish above them on the ladder. You're like, yeah, just keep the ego down a little bit and stop being a prick.
Yeah, you can't talk shit when you're shit.
That's right.
It's a problem. So I got. It was very difficult for the Panthers, but I thought of something that would be really nice for them. So I got them a big black couch, right? It's a big black leather couch, but it's one that you can put on a fly fishing boat, right? So it's a big black couch you can cast off of, so it's a casting couch.
It's only used for fishing?
Yeah, just fishing. There's nothing else that Panthers would use a casting couch for, I'm sure. You'd have to fly fish off it.
That's about all you'd use it for. Definitely fly fishing.
Definitely.
There'd be no other... I can't think of anything else you'd use it for.
Neither could I.
Nah.
And they can wipe it off too because it's leather.
Yeah, you just need a rag.
Yeah.
Maybe even a sock.
Yeah.
A sock would do. You just wipe it off with a sock.
Exactly.
The West Tigers. I'm going to give them a carbohydrates-free diet book, just so they can realise that they can do a lot of things without potato in their diet.
It would be handy for the club, wouldn't it?
It would be beyond handy. It would make the club successful, which would be very interesting.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be nice change.
Yeah. Very nice change.
I got the Tigers a trip to King's Cross because it's the only way that they're going to get a hooker.
That's good. For the Brisbane Broncos, I think because Lang Park's got a few plaques and statues around there, I think they need to get a statue of Wayne Bennett. But instead of having it outside the ground, I'd have it in the coach's box next to Anthony Seibold, and have a little voice box in it. So every, say, 10 minutes, it just says, "Hi, I'm still here," and that's it, just in Wayne's voice.
Maybe you could do it as like, instead of a statue, you just like, the coach's box, you just do a frosted glass version of him. So he's a bit ghostly, so he's just always haunting him. That would be good too. He could get PTSD, or more PTSD than he gets anyway.
Exactly.
See, I got the Brisbane Broncos something really nice. I got them a personalised visit from Brooke Taylor, I believe her name is, from Bold and the Beautiful, because I think it'd be nice for them to see somebody that causes less fucking drama than their coach does.
The only thing I take from this is now I know what you watch during the day at TV.
The funny thing is, I've realised her name isn't Brooke Taylor, it's Brooke Logan. I'm pretty sure it's Brooke Logan, because Taylor is her nemesis. She's the one that she basically stole Ridge Forrester from.
This is not helping.
I don't watch the show, I swear to God. I swear.
Oh, boy. The Sharks. Oh, I'm going to give them Nathan.
Oh, Nathan. That's a really nice gift.
Why not?
Yeah. He's a great person. Great man.
Legend of a man.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, I mean, it's no surprise that his wife loves him as much as she does. He's a phenomenal human.
He really is. And he deserves everything he wants as well.
Exactly. He should just go and make those demands right now, because he'll get them anyway.
Yeah, I tell you what, Nathan, if you're listening, you just go in and you just, give that wink. That wink you give her? Just give her the wink. She'll know.
Yeah, and just say, "I want a snooker table now."
Yeah.
And just watch it. She'll just run out the door and go get you one.
I want to get a Mustang, sweetheart. And she'll just agree with you because you're the best.
Yeah. Her question would be, what colour?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What colour, sweetheart? That's what she'll say.
Exactly.
Yeah. As she's making sandwiches for you. Because you deserve it, Nathan.
You deserve it. Yeah, you're a great man. Yeah. What are you going to be giving the Sharks?
I got the Cronulla Sharks something I don't believe they've got, and that's a rule book.
That's a bit nasty.
Oh, well, it'd be nice for them to have a read through it, maybe take some suggestions out of it, just something different,
Well, I'm wondering if you need to pass that one on to the Dragons, given that the person who needed to read it the most was Shane Flanagan.
Yeah, but, I just can't. I'm self-censoring here.
Yes, you are. Let's go on to Manly.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking of the other sessions you've had for Manly. I've gone with Bernie Madoff.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest, he couldn't do a worse job with the club's finances.
That's true. At least when he buggered off with all their money, they'd have an excuse. Exactly,
and his little Ponzi scheme worked an absolute treat until it got caught.
Yeah. Unless you're one of the people that lost millions of bucks. But outside of that, worked good for him.
Well, that's who these schemes work best for.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Manly would find a way to make some money out of it before the whole thing completely went tits up and screwed everyone over.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to get North Sydney to bail them out again.
Well, that's true. That'll go down well.
So I got the Northern Eagles sprinkler system and a dump truck that has no number plates on it, because I feel like that they've got to, drive past a school somewhere and just dump out a shitload of asbestos without anyone catching them.
The thing I love most about that one?
Yeah.
You call them the Northern Eagles.
Oh, yeah. That's what I call them. That's their name. They know it.
They're still partly the Bears.
Yeah, and they always will be.
They will. Parramatta. I'm going to stick with the Christian theme here. I'm going to get them the Old Testament. Okay. That way they can see that following around someone called Moses will leave them wandering around aimlessly for 40 years.
Nice. I like that one.
I'm sure you do.
Very clever. See, I got the Eels and Echidna. And not just because Echidnas are nice, but unlike Bankwest Stadium, the Echidna's pricks are on the outside.
I like that one. We're getting to the pointy end here, up to the Raiders now.
Yeah.
I'm going to get him a blender.
Okay.
That way you can puree everything and reduce choking hazards.
That's a very good one. I like that one. So I got the Raiders. It's kind of a basket full of stuff. So
a hamper.
Yeah. So I got them mushy peas, gravy, warm beer, gravy, a flat cap, gravy, a whippet, gravy, fish and chips, and a gravy boat.
You know what else you need to put in there?
What?
Well, two more things.
Yeah.
A little meerkat statuette thing.
Mm-hmm.
And some more gravy.
Yeah. And some, what's his name? George Williams that's coming over?
Yes.
Yeah. Chuck in some condoms for him too, because he's going to slay it down in Canberra.
He's going to be so damn busy.
I
wouldn't be surprised if he turns up and he said, you know what, I'm just going to play absolute crap and make sure I get dropped so I've got more time to just wander around like a tripod throughout all of Canberra.
Exactly. Can't help himself.
He's a beast. South Sydney. I'm going to give them a license to become an insurance agency.
Oh, nice.
They're doing a pretty good job at the moment. They should keep it up.
They really are. See, mine's kind of along the same lines. I got them an extension to their front office because with all of these retired players that they've just got in recent years, there's so many fucking people in that office now. It's going to get really crowded. So they need the extra space.
Very crowded. And you know what? You'll actually need to have an extra room just to put the wallets for these players as well.
Yeah. Like a loading dock too.
Well, that's what they need. And a forklift.
Yeah.
The Roosters. I'm going simple. I'm going to give them a gift voucher for Mistral so they can get themselves some fans.
Nice. I like that one. It's funny because I went along the same lines as well. I want to employ a flash mob that turns up at one of their games. So just so that we can see what it's like to see the Roosters playing at home at the, you know how they don't have their own home anymore? They play on the ground of a bigger club than them, South Melbourne. It would be nice to see them play in front of some people, so I got them a flash mob.
A flash mob. They play at a cricket ground.
Yeah.
They could even find a rugby league ground. What's that about?
Exactly. It's like, you know, where can we play rugby league? Let's play it at a cricket ground. Well done.
Genius, even. Finally, the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give them a brothel license.
Okay.
Because I've only got one hooker and he's been there for 19 years. Needs some help.
He really does. He's put in long service.
Oh, yeah. We're getting pretty sore by now, I'd imagine.
I reckon. See, after all of the kerfuffle about what happened surrounding his 400th game, the infamous ring, I'm going to get them a pearl necklace.
A pearl necklace?
Yeah, I think they deserve a pearl necklace.
That would, that'd be a matching ensemble.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
It'd be very nice. Would that just be for one person or for the whole team?
For the whole team. Why not? I'm generous like that.
No one misses out.
Exactly.
Wow, that's very giving.
Yeah, I'm very generous. So yeah, so we've given away 32 gifts between us now, and I don't think there's any reason why all of these clubs wouldn't enjoy the gifts that we've given them.
I can't think of any reason why not.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tigers may want a calculator.
Yep.
Just so they can learn that there is actually a number lower than 9. I had thought about that one. I went, I still think the carb-free diet book is more important.
Yeah, it probably is. It'll probably help them a little bit more.
Yes. Well, that was a quick chat there, but a very important one because it is the season of giving.
Yeah, it really is, and I always think that people talk about what they've got for Christmas. It's about what you give at Christmas time that really shows the person you are.
Exactly. It's the giving is what's more important.
Definitely.
Anyone can receive a gift.
Yeah.
So, now I've got to ask, have you had any emails?
No. No one's emailing us. Listen, okay, here's the deal. If you're listening to this podcast right now, pull out your email app or pull up your email, whatever, and
let's call it a Duvalaki.
Yeah, a Duvalaki. Pull out your Duvalaki, right? Yeah. And put in podcast at leaguefreak.com. Okay. Now for the subject, put in Merry Christmas. How about that?
Sounds good. I like it. Festive.
Yep. Now go down to the main body of the email and just write something lovely. Write something really nice, and we will read it out.
Yeah. Could be a Christmas wish. How about if you've got a Christmas thank you or a Christmas shout out you got?
Yeah, or maybe you could tell us what gifts you would give myself and Andrew Ferguson.
Ooh.
Could be interesting.
Especially after what we've just done.
Yes.
Or perhaps you've got some ideas of gifts you'd like to give the 16 NRL clubs.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool if you write down your list and we'll read that out. We'll get that all done before Christmas. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, that's content for another episode, but we don't have to think about an idea for another episode.
Exactly.
Not that we're trying to abuse the intelligence of our fans, but we kind of are.
Well, we're going between recording 4-hour episodes right now and just deciding not to put them up. And between them and the fact that the rugby league season's so over at the moment and there's not much news happening, there's not really a great deal to talk about, but we've got some really good history episodes that are coming up. Yes. We're working hard on them. That's the thing. And we don't want to put out anything that's not brilliant.
Yeah, we spent almost 3 hours recording an episode yesterday, and it was very, very late when we started recording, and one of us started falling asleep. I'm not going to point any fingers, but it was me. There's a few moments of dead air, and I just went, yeah, you know what? After 2.5 hours, we can't put it out. So we have to do that one again. It's a good history episode, very long, very thorough, very interesting. So I have to do it sometime during the middle of the day when Grandpa here doesn't fucking nod off.
Yeah, we've got a problem lately in that we're starting to record after midnight, and it kind of doesn't work when you're doing a 3-hour episode.
It's okay for ones like this, but ones where you've got to do a bit of research and use your brain a fair bit, boy, takes it out of you pretty quick.
It really does.
Makes me realise too, we were pretty quick to mock that person who whinged about how hard podcasting was.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't understand these podcasts that have a team of people that put them together. Who needs a fucking producer? What does a producer do? They put in a jingle. I can do that on bloody GarageBand if I wanted to, but I don't because I'm lazy. We don't need a producer. You don't need a producer. You don't need any audio people or nothing. You know what you need is talent. And we're lucky in that we have fucking bucket loads of it.
Yeah. And me.
How dare you? How dare you?
I just bring the snoring, I guess. If last episode didn't go by.
Oh shit!
All right. Well, yeah, we've got no new comments on here either. So I guess the next bet is we'll go and say got some shout outs.
Yeah, let's give some shout outs. We'll give a shout out to the starting block. Give a shout out to Julie. She's going to be on an episode that's coming up. We come up with really cool idea, so we're going to do that pretty soon. Shout out to Ken Arthurson.
Kenny.
Yeah, why not?
What about John Rebo de Bressac?
De Bressac, is that his official last name?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
There you go. It's all on Rugby League projects.
I wonder why he went with John Rebo instead. I mean, obviously it's, easier to spell and stuff like that, but the Brassac should have stuck with it.
Maybe he thought people would think he was French or something.
Maybe.
I wonder if he even went around calling himself John Ribbit. Just to make it sound a bit more Aussie.
John Ribbit.
Looks like it says Ribbot.
Well, he does spend a lot of time up in Queensland, so who knows?
Yes, that could make people do weird things.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say two new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Milram361 on Twitter, and Todd Greasley also on Twitter. Two good blokes.
Mm-hmm.
They've sort of followed me along over at Full Credit to the Boys, and they've come across to our podcast as well. So,
nice.
Thanks for coming along, fellas.
Yeah, and we cracked 300 followers on the Twitter page for the podcast, which is pretty cool. So, I mean, it's still ticking on the upwards trajectory, which is pretty good. And the episode listens are fantastic. Like, we thought that we'd get to the off season and there'd be a bit of a holdover after the test matches, and then like listener counts would fall off cliff. And it's almost been the opposite in some cases. Like, the listener numbers have been fantastic. So thanks to everyone for supporting us. And we're still going to keep putting out episodes because we enjoy it. We love talking about rugby league. We love having a laugh, and we love giving you something to listen to during the off season. Exactly.
And we thought we'll make a quick one here because the next one's going to be that 3-hour one recorded properly. Yeah. So you get a little bit of a quick hit here, and then we'll smash you in the next ep.
Exactly. We like to mix it up a little bit. So, yeah.
Yeah. You never know what you're going to get from us. We're not like a box of chocolates, because you do know you're going to get chocolate in a box of chocolates. I don't know why people think that's a good quote. It's not.
Exactly. I've never opened a box of chocolates and found anything but chocolate.
Exactly.
That is the sort of thing that somebody that was a little bit slow would say.
Bingo.
Because Forrest Gump was slow. He was.
Only between the years.
Yeah, he could run. He could run.
He could run.
He could run, but he could play ping pong too. Fucking champion ping pong player. Met Kennedy, everything.
He did all that, but yeah.
Yep. Slow.
But fast.
But fast, yeah.
What a note. We should end it on that note. That's a brilliant way to end it. That's almost like an uplifting, backhanded compliment.
Yeah, it is. And he was good.
Yeah,
You better end this fucking episode before I start saying some shit.
I thought we were going to get it there. That's why I just sort of went quiet.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to say it.
Okay. Well, you can follow us at Fergo Freak Pod. Get onto YouTube, subscribe, like all the videos. It'll only take you like 118 seconds. That's 1 second for each video that's on there. But go do that. That'd be fantastic. Subscribe to us on your podcast listening device element, whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's about it. Catch us all later.